Hey guys, I've recently fell in love with these vintage refrigerator dishes, especially the little uranium glass that glow. They are super cute. But one issue, of course, is first, the lids never quite seem to fit. They're always kind of loose, and that it doesn't seal. I would like to use these, and a lot of times you'll find them and they'll have chips in them. Now this one actually just has a little chip right there, but a lot of times they'll have more chips than that, and I don't want to chip them anymore. Like I said, I'd like to use these, and I thought about what to do to make these, how to seal them better so I can use them, because I would like to use these vintage pieces for their original purpose. I think it's kind of cool. I don't really want to just sit them on a shelf, and even though they're pretty, and also a lot of people use these for non-food things, you know, a little to put, well, whatever in. In fact, this one over here I probably will use in my bathroom or bedroom, because I'm not sure it's actually I mean, it was labeled as a refrigerator dish, but I don't know that that's what it is. But anyway, I did try, I thought about some gaskets like you buy for water bottles or pressure cookers. Couldn't find those in the right size, and they didn't work. They were too big anyway. And then I thought about cutting some strips out of a silicone mat, and this does work, but they're actually, and this may be for one of the smaller ones, but they're not very pretty. I didn't cut them very well, but it did work, and you put that on there, it makes it fit a little better. This dish definitely doesn't have a good fitting lid, but what I ended up doing was, I recognize the Amazon pouch, getting silicone rubber bands. Hi, Callie. Silicone rubber bands in various sizes. You can order from Amazon, of course, and just kind of check your sizes. Because these stretch, you don't have to get exact sizing, and sometimes a little tighter fit is better. But you put these on. I'm going to try to put this back on. Put these on, and you got to be careful. This one's actually a little loose now. The nice thing is the bands come in. These are multiple colors, and there's a lot of them, so when you take these off for washing, or if they get stretched out and lose their ability to seal, you've got another one. It may not match, you know, the gray matches this one pretty well, so that's why I chose that. And now you've got a glass that is pretty much sealed. The other thing I was thinking of doing is, you know, if you're going to use them as refrigerator dishes, you can always put some cling wrap or something in there and then put the lid on, but that's kind of wasteful. And like I said, I did want to use these, and so the silicone allows it to seal, keeps it from being so wobbly like it was. Also, I'm hoping it will prevent chipping in the future, and the silicone bands are food grade, so I shouldn't have an issue using these with food now. So for this little one, like I said, I don't know if this is actually a refrigerator dish. That was how it was labeled. I did the little gray band on that one as well, and that made that one fit, and now it doesn't rattle. And for the uranium glass dishes, now this one was pretty loose, and this is pretty chipped already, and I don't really want it to chip more. I may take a little glass sanding paper or sanding cloth to that because of the chips, but for this one, to get it to seal nice on there and not really be mobile, I actually had to use two bands. So there's a yellow one and a fluorescent green one on that. And then for this other uranium glass dish, again, quite a few chips on this one. When I started out with one of the bigger bands that fit more like this one, you know, this one has the bigger size on it like that. But when I put the bigger size on this one, it actually did not allow this one and allow it to close properly. And so what I ended up doing was taking a smaller band, stretching it more, and you can see it's one of the smaller bands. It's green, and there's like one fluorescent one in each pack, so you're going to go through the different colors as you use these, and they get stretched out and you need to replace them. But this one has a lot of chips on it too, but this one glows so pretty that I couldn't pass it up. But again, take a smaller band, get it a little tighter on there. That one's pretty tight, and that made this actually fit. And so you're just going to have to do some trial and error. All these are kind of, and it fits pretty well. So now it's a sealed, pretty much sealed dish that you could use as you wanted. And the lid doesn't wobble like it did, like we saw with this one. And so even for the big one, this is the big band on here, and this of course made this dish, gave it a lid that actually kind of fits on there, able to seal, and now it doesn't wobble like it used to. And so I looked around for solutions for this and didn't find any real options, and I think I made a good solution as far as getting a gasket that will allow these to seal a little better. Now, are they going to be as tight as a plastic container? Probably not. Oh, put it the other way. That's a little better. But they seal. So obviously, without the band on this one, we'll take it off, and that's just the silicone band. Without the band, these are pretty loose, and they can chip. So we get that one out again, and again, be careful with putting these on, as you don't want to knock them off your table. And if it comes up too loose, you can get another color. I think these came in I think there's almost 10 of each size, maybe. And then we saw how loose it was. It's definitely better. Is it perfect? Not on all of them, but definitely better. So if you think that's a good idea, leave me a comment. I'll put a link in the description for these bands. Like I said, you can cut up silicone mats and do that, but they're not as pretty, and actually it's not as easy. Take this, make a template, cut it. If you have one that had a very small space, that may work better. But yeah, silicone bands. And if you need, like I said, you can even double them up. Since this one, I'll show you this. Whoops. I'll show you that one band on this one didn't quite work, or this dish is so loose. That dish is so loose right there. And then we'll put the one band on. I think I did yellow on the inside, so I put the green on the outside. And so one band on this one, still a little loose. Put the two bands on it. And you just have to adjust it. Put the two bands on it. And now it's pretty sealed. And It's not going to rattle and hopefully not chip as it could. So there you go, silicone bands. We're going to call them silicone rubber bands because they look like rubber bands. They are food grade. They are available on Amazon, probably other places. But yeah, if you've got refrigerator dishes and you want to use them or at least make the lids fit a little bit better, there you go. Thanks.